Welcome into Derelict Sports, everybody. How we doing? Let's fucking go. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great fucking Wednesday. It's your boy Nick, of course, Derelict Dale, who you've probably already seen today. My boy's been putting in the goddamn twerk all day.
It's like I think I'm like some time in the next 20 minutes I'll be 5 hours live on the internet
Let's
today.
fucking go, dude. My guy's turned into a streamer. I fucking love it. But welcome in, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great day. Like I said, Dale's been live all day for some SEC basketball. A lot of college basketball going on, obviously. Yo, what's up, big dog? How
Yo
we
yo.
doing? Um, a lot of heartbreaks today. A lot of heartbreaks yesterday.
Oh,
It's
can
been
I
a
can I have my 2 minutes,
yeah.
please?
And then also just so you know, before you do that,
Yes.
I do want to show you this really quick because
Okay. Yes.
I pulled up as soon as I opened up Twitter. This was the very first thing. There you go. Bobby Witt Jr. did not suffer a
Oh.
broken bone when he was hit by
Oh.
on left forearm by a
Oh.
96-mile-an-hour
Good.
fastball. Sorts of tailspin. While the timetable for his return is unclear, Witt is expected to avoid a long absence.
Okay, because I just seen Andrew Munoz clunk him with 96 miles an hour right in the forearm. It didn't look good.
Didn't look
But
good, but
but the
take a
good
deep
news,
breath. Take a deep breath.
he
Okay,
didn't
now we
take
just
it
got
in
to
the
find out how to get Vladimir Guerrero's fat ass another $50 million. And maybe the Blue Jays could start to smile a little bit.
You can charge me another $5 on my Rogers plan for the next
Jesus Christ, and
rest of
I'll
my
throw
life.
another five in just to keep his big ass in the north, dude. I mean, Jesus Christ, like, can we stop 50 million in the? I'm gonna let you go on your rant before we get too far, but like, listen here, Vladdy. You don't want deferments, bitch. Who do you think you are? Okay, like the best baseball players on the planet Earth right now have more deferments than fucking God. Okay, so like, dude, eat a fucking protein bar and shut the fuck up, dude. Just take the 400 million, 450 million, and take 50 million deferred. You're gonna be happy when you retire that you did that anyway.
Is all your baby mamas like need money that bad?
Like, Jesus Christ.
Like yeah,
All right.
like
Well, then tell the world. So tell the world about
yesterday was
2 days. Dale has been going. So Dale has never done any solo streams. Yesterday, he's been deciding for a while he's going to do this. Yesterday, today, two long big boy fucking streams, college basketball, and boy, he has had his fair share of shit moments and a few really good ones. Like today. So go ahead and tell him that. Fill them in. By the way, my boy said 7-0 in college basketball today. Let's fucking go, baby.
let's go. So we might have bet. So we bet Pitt in Notre Dame yesterday in a very physical game, and it's tied and half a second left, and just like one of those little like grazed forearms into the chest, they call the foul, and Notre Dame wins by one, wrecking the Pitt -3. Well, again. So I don't know if I'm gonna win, but Pitt -3.5. It can't happen if it doesn't go to overtime. So fuck. And then we'll get on to Cal and who's or what's going on now because I'm watching Cal and Stanford. By the way, Cal and Stanford playing a tournament game in Charlotte that is 3,000 miles away is kind of fucking stupid. So then so
Yeah,
then
that is
Cal
pretty fucking dumb.
So then Cal decided to be, Cal decided on Saturday to play Pitt and play a 4 overtime game. And then they decided to play double overtime game yesterday. And, Virginia Tech forgot how to score the ball in the second overtime, which made me, well, and then, God, it keeps getting worse. And then we got Kansas State, who was, had them at -5.5. They're up by 5 with 15 seconds left. They miss a free throw. Then Arizona goes trying to win, trying to get back to the game, and they jack a three and they miss it. And Arizona State, for some reason, doesn't decide to foul, and Arizona State covers the 5.5. And Dale is in. As Nick can tell you, I'm pretty calm for most of these things. I think there was 5 fucks that started that text.
Yeah, that one was bad. I don't know. So which one was the worst though? Do you think that one was worse? Do you
That
think
one was the worst. That one was the
five and a
worst
half?
because they still could have lost it, but if they any other team, like it's still a 2 possession game. You have to foul. Like the odds of you coming back are almost zero. If it's 7 or 8, you let them dribble it out.
Dude,
5, you can still play the game.
who was the overtime game? That was the worst
That
one.
was
The one that
the Cal game.
no, the one that didn't go to over to the ghost call.
Oh, that was the Pitt game. That's how he started the day.
Yeah, that one was bad, bro. That pit call, that foul call was ass.
It was totally bad.
In
So
in that situation, like, goddamn, like that guy is why we're going to fucking robots and certain things. Like, you should get your shit together, and we wouldn't have to do that. Okay,
it's
Max
if you.
Scherzer wouldn't have to be pissed.
I love how Matt Serger hates it so much.
Do you see that guy call the fucking who was it? The ex
Trey,
teammate
Trey Turner just did it just to piss him off.
hit them.
Just
Yeah, the first pit, clearly a ball. He's like, yeah, go check that shit.
Yeah, exactly, just to piss him off. It was great.
Oh, I fucking love it, dude.
So, and then, hey Nick, if I told you that Gonzaga went 2 for 23 from 3-point range, you would think that things are gonna go your way, right?
Yeah, until you realize that the other team went 0 for 900.
It was that. That's when I that's when I was Nick was very proud of me. I was an adult and I went for a walk, and
Dude.
I parked all my bad mojo outside.
Which I am proud of you for doing, because even after that, that would have pissed me, dude. That would have pissed me off so goddamn bad. Like, some of those, like, that was just absolute shit.
But then Lord Gambler, there is a Lord Gambler. He sure doesn't like me, but Lord Gambler was really nice. So Arkansas and South Carolina today. South Carolina was only won 2 SEC games, 2, and they were scrappy as fuck. They're down by 17. Arkansas is up by 17 at the half. They forgot, like literally, Dr. Naismith went and cut a piece of fucking plywood and put it straight over the top of the basket because they didn't score. They didn't score a. They had like 2 free throws in there, but there was 11 minutes without them scoring.
That's fucking ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care like what you're known for. You should be punted. Like, you should have to run like suicide sprints for the next 24 hours. The kids from St. Mary's, I don't give a fuck if defense is your number one thing and you guys aren't known for being a shooter. You guys went 2 whole halves and didn't hit 1 3-pointer. It's not like you weren't, and it wasn't like you weren't shooting them. You were shooting them. Them bitches just weren't going in. And it's just like, man.
They were 0 for 18 or something ridiculous.
It's just ass, dude. Like I said, there's zero excuse for that. I don't care what your background is or what the strength of your team is. If you go into a basketball game as somebody who's doing this as like a profession almost, or like you're at the highest level outside of like the G League and NBA, then you can get fucked if you think you're going to go out there and go 0 for 18 from 3. Bro, if I was the coach, I would be like, I would call a general, whoever ran the school program, I'd call them in. I'd be like, you're either going to have to get rid of some of these kids or me right now, because like I never am coaching any of these fuckheads ever again. 0 for 18. Gee, you couldn't try to, again, it's like the kid who threw the thing off the thing today in the free throw.
Yeah.
Like, just an absolute Hail Mary that was. And it's like, they couldn't try to go 0 for 18 on threes again.
And that was Lord Gambler giving it back. So yeah, so Arkansas blew a 17-point lead. They're up by 3. They're up by, and so I have them at 3.5. So thank God I got that number when the line came out yesterday, because it got to 4.5. T's and P's for all those Arkansas 4.5 tickets. Yuck. But they, with like 3 seconds left, Arkansas hits the first free throw to go up by 3, and then he basically overhands it to put it off the backboard and then just hit the rim to run out the clock, and he hits it perfectly off the square and bounces in, and they win by 4. So Lord Gambler, thanks, buddy. You're a cruel son of a bitch, but
thanks this time.
Thanks for one of them. I deserve one of them every now and then. That one will be put in the memory bank. The Arizona 3 from like 3/4 court to send it to overtime. Lord Gambler is okay sometimes, but fuck.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. So it's 2 good days. You know, obviously 2 semi. You know, obviously some heartbreaks, but overall, like I said, we've ridden the wave of the first 2 days of college basketball. The week for March Madness. So we are on the eve of. I mean, it's college basketball season right now. So we gotta, tomorrow we got some streams going on, obviously, and Dale will be doing those through the week, and then Sunday we get the selection show. And Monday we will, I believe, when's the tournament kickoff, actually?
There's the playing games on Tuesday, Wednesday, but Thursday's the big day where
Thursday.
16 games, 4 sites.
Hell yeah. And I don't know, we're going to get into football here in 2 seconds, but here we go. Look at this. My boys are in the tourney. McNeese State. These guys are Final Four bound because of this guy right here. I can't play it because, well, I'll play it on mute. But this guy, he's their equipment manager. This guy this guy leads them out. They're all rapping with him. He's always got some fucking banger song playing, dude. Look at him. Look at him. If we weren't on YouTube, I'd play this shit. But, dude, bro, look at him.
Afterwards.
I put it in the Discord, or I put it on the Collab Lab earlier.
Okay. I've turned off my notifications on my phone when I'm streaming, so I'll have to scroll back and find her. So
yeah, the dick on that kid is huge, dude. Like, they're walking out into the stadium, the tip of his dick is just coming out of the locker room. So this guy right here, McNeese State, this is gonna be my Cinderella team. Fucking love them. All right, what are you gonna say? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Stanford's up by 6. Peja Stojakovic's son is playing for Cal. He scored Cal's first 11 or 13 points.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
They basically have but they have a kid because they have injuries, these 6 overtime games. They have a kid that was playing serious minutes that had played 3 minutes all season. Like,
yeah, that's fucking wild.
Nothing in the tank, and they're still like hanging around, which scares the shit out of me.
Well, we just got to believe. We got to believe in Jesus, in better Jesus, gambler God. And we're going to hope Stanford holds us on. Stanford's up right now. If you guys can see, here's our bets for the day. If you guys are watching down below, if this is your first time here, if you're on X, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button or that follow button. If you're on YouTube, please hit that follow button, hit the subscribe button, like the video. That's what gets us out there. Would love to see you guys hop in the comments, whatever. But if you're on X, man, make sure you guys hit that follow button. We're live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Central Time, and then obviously, like I said, Dale's been live throughout the day for he did a 4.5 hour college football or college basketball stream today. So we're always going to be live, all the updates on everything. If you follow us on Twitter, we're tweeting all day long, Instagram, all that shit. If you guys are into betting, make sure you guys go to the Action Network like we got here on the screen. And we will obviously be showing these throughout the game just to check in on them. But you guys can tail all of our bets. It'll be here live, 100% free. As soon as we post them, you'll see them. You'll get them just like we do. We'll give you guys a little explanation of what we're thinking. But you guys, when we're not on the screen, make sure you guys look down at the bottom. Scrolling across the bottom, we'll always have our bets posted down there, and we will update them with wins and losses when
I learned how to do that today.
Happen. I saw that. Yeah, I saw you fucking around a little bit today. That's good. You'll learn, dude. You're gonna get in there. Yes, I tailed. We talked last night. Let's fucking go, baby, dude. Dale's the oracle. It's just right now he's learning how to juggle streaming and this. Once he gets comfortable with this, he's gonna be dude. March Madness, we're not missing a game. We're gonna be I'm gonna kick Warren Buffett in his dusty nutsack, dude, and I'm gonna take a cool $100 million from him after we get our perfect bracket, dude.
I wish my dad didn't turn 70 that next weekend. Like, come on, Donnie, make better life choices. Turn
Fuck
70
you, Donnie, dude.
Yeah,
like, can't you just
on,
push it off a weekend?
Exactly. You should do it in like the 3rd week in May.
Jesus Christ, dude.
What
You're telling me that when you started fucking Don, you didn't think about the March Madness tourney?
Yeah, come on. You're 70 large this
70
year.
years old, dude. We could be a week late, dude. There's kids out here making nil money. Okay, they need the viewership. How the fuck are these kids going to buy Corvettes and Porsches if we're not watching?
Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth?
Trying to protege understand Dale. Dude, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
It's gonna be such
You just got a little skin off the old gack, dude. I'm telling you, Dale's the guy. But yeah, we're gonna keep pulling these up throughout the game, obviously, or out there throughout the episode. We will we'll keep checking on these. Looking great. Like, I can't believe we got OKC at plus 144. I really can't believe that. That's incredible. That those.
When I bet it this morning when I woke up, because I do bet everything that you put in there, I got it at plus 115. You got 30 cents of line value.
Dude, I
The
saw
the
that last night
Flames,
and I didn't even think about it. I
that a
was like,
boy.
OKC plus 144. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what the situation is. I'm like, they're in Boston, so you know the boys are playing. They're not resting anybody. I'm like, this is a game. Like, come on, baby. Like, I know Boston's good. I know the Garden's a bitch to go into, but this is OKC. Okay.
And yeah, that's like I put every now and then that I'm a value whore, Navy, um, and sometimes I just see a number and I'm like, yeah, I gotta do this, and it's okay if I lose, and that was one of them. It's also the Flames. You got it at minus 122. I ended up betting them minus 1.5 because I wanted plus money because the Flames were plus 150 when I woke up this morning.
Wow. You
Yeah,
got
we
him
were
at plus 150.
no minus 150.
Oh,
Sorry, you
minus
got
150. I was going to say,
yeah.
holy
I said
shit.
plus. My bad. So you got 30 cents of line value on two games that you bet. That is not a boy.
Let's fucking
I'm
go,
te-
baby. I'm
I'm
learning. I'm
teaching.
telling you, there's something. Look, I know a lot of people, obviously, we've talked about this in the past. Obviously there's a risk reward, factor here by betting, seeing things early. You never know. You know, lineups can changes. Injuries could come up. People could just be sat for rest. You never know. But there are games, that we love to do that here. And if you follow us, you're going to see that we make a lot of bets. We make them early. I mean, we're early betters. I mean, there will be bets that we don't make early, and there will be bets that we live bet. We'll bet things closer to the game. There's games we'll wait on. But you're going to see, if you follow us for the long haul, you're going to see a lot of that. I mean, you're going to see us. I sat down last night, and like I said, it was 11 o'clock last night, if that. I saw OKC plus 24. Yeah, I'm starting to look through here, just kind of see it. And yeah, I'm locking these in because, like, barring there being a huge change, OKC going to Dallas, that, like I said, the boys are playing. You're going to get a good game. Calgary and Vancouver, I even think Montreal plus 122 is a good one. They're going to Seattle tonight, which I know is a hard place to play, but Montreal is the better team, and I think that they're playing for the playoffs still, and I think that plus 122. I'm like, damn, like I truly think it's one of those lines where that only occurred because of where they're playing. I think if they were in Montreal, I don't think that's the case. And I like better teams on the road. Isn't that what you say? Or bad
Yeah,
teams on the road? Which,
give me the better team on the road at a short price. That's
see,
all. That is my one of my betting theory.
let's
And yeah,
fucking go.
I go through roller coasters with it. I will bet the home team sometimes plus money. Like I'm not locked into a thing, but generically, give me the better team on the road at a short price. I'll roll the dice because I would I rather lay uh like like this Cal Stanford game. Like it's not the best example, but we'll use it. So like Stanford's minus 5.5. If this game was in Stanford and they weren't on 6 overtimes, you'd probably be laying 8 or 9. I'm getting 4 points of value because it's a neutral floor / on the road. Cool. No, sign me up.
We'll take it.
I'll take
One order of
all.
that, please.
I'll take any value I can. So
Ring it up, bitch. All right. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's get into some football. We're gonna keep you updated on all the bets, obviously. But we have two big stories we want to talk about here today. We don't really have a super long one for you guys, but we are getting. Like I said, there were two of these big NFL stories that came out today, and we got to talk about it. So the first one being, we're gonna talk about Cooper first because just out of respect, because fuck Aaron Rodgers, Cooper Kupp, Triple
absolutely.
Crown winner, released by the Rams, which I think a lot of us saw coming, over the last couple of days. A lot of rumor, a lot of whispers coming out. If they weren't able to trade him, they were going to cut him, which is, obviously a lot of people are kind of surprised. I think Rams fans were kind of surprised by this. Obviously, I think some people are kind of, I think the front office is one of the guys. He was kind of confused, like why move on from Kupp to go get Devontae. But they replaced him with Devontae Adams, so now we got Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. Is the new duo for the Rams. And now Cooper Kupp's the odd man out. He will be looking for a new home. They said today that he is expecting to have a pretty big market, which I think we all expect. says they have released Cooper Kupp, designated him post-June cut, keeping his $29.78 million cap hit until June. At that point, they will take on dead cap hits of $14.78 million in 2025 and then $7.48 in 2026, creating $15 million in cap space. So, a little dead cap there. But yeah, I mean, Cooper Kupp, man, what a career this guy's had. 634 yards, our receptions, 7,700 yards, almost 7,800 yards, 57 touchdowns, Super Bowl MVP, Triple Crown winner. The guy's just an absolute beast. So, I think that any team that gets him, I think he's still got, as long as he's healthy and on the field, I think he's got a lot left in the tank. And I'm pretty excited to see where he's going to end up. We've kind of talked over the last couple of days. I've said the Broncos. I think that would probably be my number one spot for him. What do you think about this? I mean, were you surprised by this, or were you surprised that, obviously you weren't surprised in the last couple of days because we knew this was coming, but when you first heard that they were going to get Devontae Adams and they were looking to trade Cooper Kupp, like, was that a surprise to you, or do you think that makes sense?
Maybe a tiny bit surprised. Devontae Adams has the upside, I think, is higher, but Cooper Kupp is a whole hell of a lot safer. I was a little bit surprised, but obviously they like what they have. Puka Nacua is probably going to turn into a Cooper Kupp light and basically do the same thing. So you might as well. I'm just surprised they didn't try and flip him earlier and try and get some value for him. But I guess if everybody knows that that's what's going to happen,
yeah, I mean, it kind of takes you back to the deadline, right? Because you got to remember that this guy was Cooper Kupp was basically on the trade deadline. They were basically on the trade block. They were looking to move him. They were wanting to move him, and then they kind of rattled off some wins there, and everybody was like, "Oh, what are they going to do?" And they chose to stand pat. They kept him. They're like, "Let's make a run for the playoffs," which, they almost worked, right? They almost get back to the Super Bowl. They lose to they lose to the Eagles. In a close game. It was a one possession game, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. So, yep. They almost, not a bad choice, but again, now you're it's one of those things. You're either gonna go all the way or you're gonna kind of get burnt, right? I mean, you're playing with fire there. You're hoping to God that you hold on to Cooper Kupp, maybe make one last run for the Super Bowl. But if it falls short like it did, then you're kind of left in this situation, right? You're in a situation where you basically aren't getting anything for Cooper Kupp, like you said. You kind of ran out of time to flip him. From what I understand, the market, his market is big now. Is going to be big now that he's a free agent. There wasn't a big market for him as far as people willing to give up assets for him. The Browns are kind of in a situation like that right now with Kirk Cousins. Obviously, Kirk Cousins is not Cooper Kupp, but right now, Atlanta, there's kind of a game of a horse going on here, where they're like, who's going to. Atlanta's kind of holding onto Kirk Cousins, saying, let's see if we can squeeze a pick out of this, right? Let's see if we can kind of get a pick out of someone. And the Browns are like, you're not going to hold on to him past this deadline and pay him another $10 million to sit behind whoever. We'll see. If you want to do that, then fine. Then maybe we'll explore a trade. Because from what I understand, I don't think the Browns could even trade for him. They would need for him to be bought out and have to play on it would have to be a minimum deal. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of that game of chicken, right? They're like, okay, well, we'll see. Are you going to hold on to him and maybe get burnt, or are you just going to cut him and kind of cut your losses? But they're really trying to squeeze something out of that market. And the Browns and I think other teams are like, you're out of your fucking mind. We're not going to give you something for Kirk Cousins. We'd love to have him if he was a free agent. We can sign him for nothing, but we're not gonna pay him what he's due, and we're not going to give up capital. So. Cooper Kupp is kind of the same thing. They ran out of time. They couldn't flip him. They went for it and they didn't get it. But yeah, where do you think, obviously we said Denver, my top two teams, give me your top three teams that you think you would like to see Cooper Kupp go to, or that you think would fit. Obviously, everybody wants Cooper Kupp on their team. I'd love for him to come to the Browns, right? Wouldn't that be fucking sick? But where do you want him? Where do you think he fits the most? The top three places.
Remember when the Hey Kids said San Francisco back in the day and we laughed at them? Kind of makes sense. Denver, what you said makes a ton of sense. Like, oh God, Bo Nix could use a guy like that. Buffalo makes some sense because they could use a number one receiver. Buffalo makes a shit ton of sense. It's how do they make the cap work? God. Yeah, like everybody. Like I think we said Atlanta once too. Oh, hey,
We
front
got
office.
front office, Browns, Carolina. We had just said the Browns. Let's fucking go, baby. Wouldn't that be sick if we just shocked? Wouldn't that be sick?
It would. Yeah, it wouldn't be the worst. It doesn't. It's like we've had that conversation. The Browns are, as you like to say, and using poor Vanderbilt got put in that word today. They're not a poverty franchise.
The Browns? No, Browns are the
Yeah,
best ran organization in football. Watch your goddamn mouth.
but you know what I mean. Like they're not. They're not a complete tire fire. Is there some fire in the little? Yeah. Like I'm not going to pretend that, but they're a lot closer to a 500 team than to repeating what they had happen this year.
So give me your So 3 teams right now. 3 teams. Who do you got? You got. They can be in any order. Doesn't matter.
Bills, Broncos. I don't want that. Doesn't make sense. Indianapolis, wild card.
That would be nice. I mean, good old Danny Dimes, future future first ballot Hall of Famer, and Anthony Richardson replacement. Get him a weapon. We're the fire that happened because the coals from the dumpster. Yeah, for sure. And I look. I'm interested to see what the Browns are going to do about Brandon Ayuk. I don't know. I think that's there's smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I don't know if we're actually going to do it or not. I think it just depends on what they're willing, because I mean, the guy's coming off an ACL tear and all that, I mean, in the brand new deal. I mean, I would assume they're not asking for an absolute shit ton for him. I mean, San Francisco is basically, I mean, somebody was saying, Ryan Clark said today, which I actually kind of agree with. I don't agree with much that Ryan Clark says, but look, they have released and lost so many goddamn players at this point that, like, you might as well just, what's the point of keeping Christian McCaffrey? You might as well trade him while he has a little bit of value right now. Get all the picks and future capital you can and go for the rebuild, because at this point you've gotten rid of so many people that, like, what you're not winning a championship this next year. And every single time Christian McCaffrey steps out on the field is the opportunity for him to never play football again or have another injury that takes him out the rest of the year, and he's a year older. I think that now would be the time.
Do you think, sorry, we're going to take a quick left here. Do you think Brock Purdy is going to stay with the 49ers?
Yes, I think they're going to throw him a lot of. I think they are going to pay him. I do.
I was curious because I've listened to some stuff and talking about how they might not do it, and I was like,
maybe not.
He's not. Like, okay,
I'm not signing him.
Is he a top 5 quarterback?
No, but I don't think.
Yeah,
I just don't think. I think they're in that dreadful situation of, well, who are you going to go get? There's nobody out there. I don't think there's anybody that's a free agent I would pay him. Well, of course, I wouldn't, dude. He sucks. He's a fucking game manager. But yeah, I would pay him. I think you're going to have to pay him, because, like, what are you going to do? There's nobody. I don't think there's a free agent out there that's better than him right now. So I don't think you're going to go out there and get him, and they're not in a spot to draft anybody. You're right. So I think that, like, I think they have to pay him. I think that they're in that situation where what else are they going to do? So that's what I think.
So would you want Dak Prescott over Brock Purdy?
Yes.
I'm trying to think of another. Would you want CJ Stroud over Brock Purdy?
Yes. I think you can put a lot of people in that system and run it the way that Kyle Shanahan runs it, and I think a lot of people would. It's a very low-risk offense. He's throwing the ball a lot, but a lot of them are fucking screens to Debo, cross the middle to Debo dude, I'm taking 100% healthy Dak over fucking Brock Purdy. Could you imagine what Dak Prescott would look like in that offense, where they just have him not throwing 35, 40 times a game downfield, and he's throwing him just little slants to George Kittle all day long and Debo Samuel? Bro, you're talking about a guy. Yeah, but you're talking about a guy that before he got hurt was putting up stupid numbers. I mean, this guy was out here, they were scoring 50 points, and, like, their offense was crazy for a minute. Like, I think Dak Prescott, when he's healthy, is a 10 times the quarterback Brock Purdy is, in my opinion. So I would 100%. I think Dak Prescott in San Francisco, he'd be a first ballot Hall of Famer if they just told him that we're not going to make it hard on you. You're just going to have to do these little jobs. Dude, Dak Prescott, when they get out, like they got Dak Prescott throwing the ball 42 times a game and they have no run game, right? And they're fucking, I just think that outside of CeeDee Lamb, they have nobody. So it's like they're going to double cover CeeDee. Now Dak's got to have to, I just think that that's a horribly ran football team. And I just think that, I think Dak is. I just think Dak. I mean, I'm not a Dak guy, but I definitely think he is a passable guy. But yeah, I mean, I'm shit. That'd be a team. The Cowboys, I think, is a team that'd make a lot of sense. That was going to be my third team, to be honest. I think, to me, I think the Broncos and Falcons make the most sense. If I had to say that, I think it's the Broncos and Falcons. I think Broncos would be. Dude, I am, bro, because you're out of your mind. If you think that Brock Purdy is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott, I don't know what to tell you. Like, come on. You think if you put Brock Purdy in the situation that Dak's in Dallas, Dak Prescott would be dog shit in Dallas. Like, you're talking about a guy that he fell apart in a good system last year. Dak Prescott has looked pretty good for the majority of his career in that system. They just can't ever get over the hump. But Dak Prescott puts up gaudy fucking numbers. Dude, you're crazy. Like, you are crazy. But yeah, I don't know. But I think the Cowboys would be great. I think you give them somebody like Cooper Kupp and CeeDee Lamb, I think you would see how good Dak Prescott is, to be honest. I think that's a scary team. But I think the Falcons are the other team. I think Falcons, I think if you put him with Drake London and Kyle Pitts, I think that's, you take away Ray McLeod and give Cooper Kupp his job. That's pretty nasty. So I definitely think I'm going to go those three. I'm going to go Falcons, Cowboys, and the Broncos. I think Dak, Bo Nix, you get Bo Nix some things. And Bo Nix, they went and got Evan Ingram today. I think that was a great pickup by them today. Great tight end pickup for him. They're building their defense up. Dre Greenlaw yesterday, Tufunga, the other guy from San Francisco. So I think that Denver's a team you have to watch the fuck out for this year. I really do. All right. So the second big one, obviously today, which I think we all know and we're all just ready to get over with, is the Aaron Rodgers debacle. Aaron Rodgers cut by the Jets today. So it wasn't a cheap thing to do. That's for sure. They're taking on $49 million in dead cap by releasing him this year. So he's going to be designated as a post-June 1st cut, meaning they'll carry his $21 million cap hit until June 1st when it drops to $14 million, which saves them $7 million. But then they will absorb a $35 million dead cap hit next year. So this is two giant cap hits to get rid of Aaron Rodgers. This is definitely Aaron Glenn saying goodbye. Do not let the door hit you on the way out the door, and so be it. I don't know. This one right here is I don't know if you saw the pictures, but Aaron Rodgers was seen earlier like walking around in a fucking towel on the beach. Let's see if I had it up earlier. Yeah, here he is. Look at this.
Oh God. Oh,
here's pictures of Aaron Rodgers contemplating his life. Just zooted out of his goddamn mind. This guy is ayahuasca'd the fuck out. So hopefully he's got a handler there so he doesn't walk into the ocean. But here he is. There's Aaron Rodgers. Trying to figure out what he's going to do. Somebody said today, Big Perk was telling me today, and I think it was Diane Rossini or somebody was saying today that Mary Kay Cabot, I think, was another one that said this, was saying that he might take a couple weeks to make his decision. Aaron, who the fuck? We don't have a couple weeks, dude. Like, I think this is so insane. Adam Schefter obviously put up that little video up earlier. He was like, motherfucker, just make up like, what do you say? He's like, dude, are you going to figure out are you going to make a decision for lunch today? Or are you going to delay? You just going to push it off for 4 days? You're going to stretch it out for 4 days? It's like, bro, just fucking make up your mind. Like, we know it's two teams. It's the Giants and it's the Steelers. Giants want you, Steelers want you. But now everyone's just sitting around waiting to see what you're going to do. The Giants, neither one of those teams, apparently the Steelers have they're like, yeah, bro, take your time. We'll give you space. He's like, yeah, I might take a few weeks. A few weeks? Like, bro, just tell us if you're going to play or not.
Yeah. Because they, you look at the Steelers situation. If they wait a couple weeks and all the options are dried up, like, oh boy.
What are you going to do? Start Dory? No, that's the Eagles. So I say we get. Who would it be?
You could start Big Ben off, get him out of retirement. He confirmed adulterer, alleged rapist. Big Ben Roethlisberger can do his thing.
Yeah, he said he would come back too. Did you see that? He made that video.
I didn't. But that's
he made a funny video where he's like DK and George Pickens. He goes, if you guys need a quarterback, call me. What's up, Tanner? How we doing, big dog? Appreciate you joining. Hope you just got done building some winners. You are not a Cleveland Brown. Abso-fucking-lutely. Look, if the Browns somehow make a shift and sign Aaron Rodgers, like, here's the thing. Browns fans, fuck Aaron Rodgers. I went to the same JUCO as him. Cocky fucker, man. Yeah, dude. Aaron Rodgers is a real piece of shit. So, I'm so tired of hearing from him. I can't believe that there are teams that are actually still waiting around for him after what they saw last year. I don't know the Giants, I think I'm not going to lie. Dude, everyone, his own family hates him, dude. His family doesn't even talk to him. Like, he has alienated himself from everybody. He's just a fucking cuck bitch out here, walking the beach on Iowa, fucking, talking to trees and shit. So it's just, the guy's a fuck, but I honestly, both teams probably get better with him, right? I mean, if the Steelers can grab, who do you think he's going to go to, and two, who do you think's the better fit? Do you think he's a better fit with Malik Neighbors in New York, or do you think he's going to be a better fit in Pittsburgh under Mike Tomlin, where they've got, they lose Najee Harris, right? So they don't really have much. I guess Jalen Warren's the running back. Well, I saw they signed Kenneth Gainwell, and then you got DK. Obviously, they just went and got DK, and now George Pickens. Like, what? Cold weather doesn't matter to him, obviously. What do you think is the best situation for him?
God, what is the best? Like, probably the Steelers. If they're the team that has the legit best chance of making the playoffs. If he just wants to get paid, it's the Giants, because they'll probably throw more money at him. God, I don't know. What is their best option? Fuck. I think it's the Steelers. But
do you think if he goes to the Giants, do you think they still draft a guy this year? Or do you think that's one of those things that pisses Aaron Rodgers off?
Oh, that would most certainly piss Aaron Rodgers off. Aaron Rodgers is a little whiny bitch.
They were saying, because they were saying today, one of the reports from about Kirk Cousins came out, said that he kind of was hesitant, that he would obviously fit with the Browns, but he might be hesitant to do that because he doesn't. Why would he want to go join a team? Why get Michael Penix again? You know what I mean? Like, why go sign with a team that is going to draft somebody in the first round? And sure, you might get a chance, but you also might not, right? You get in there, say Cam Ward or Shador comes in, and he's just fucking lightened up. You feel good about it,
If I were the Giants, there was not a fucking hope in hell I want a young quarterback with him. If you get him, there's not a fucking chance I want that asshole mentoring my quarterback. God, no.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think the Steelers are probably. I think that's where he's going to end up ultimately. I really do. Maybe he goes. I saw the Vikings were still kind of in it. Diana Rossini said earlier today the Vikings weren't 100% out on it, which if he does that, he then completes the Brett Favre circle, right? He then does.
That is right.
He literally fucking just follows the Brett Favre playbook, goes to the because did he go to the Jets and then the Vikings, or did he go Vikings Jets? I think he went Vikings Jets, didn't he? Maybe not.
No, I thought he went Jets Vikings.
He might have went Jets Vikings. So he would just go right in order down the same fucking teams. But I could also see him. The only reason I say that the Giants I think will have a chance is because I do think part of him would like to. I think he would enjoy being right down the road, right? I think he would love to like be on the other New York team and just to prove that the Jets made the wrong move, type thing. Does that work?
he does have enough ego to think that he could do that and take that team somehow into the playoffs and just like look see his old owner and his old coach across the room and just like, hey, how's it feel
Like,
being
tell
like
me that doesn't just sound
4-11?
so Aaron Rodgers-esque.
It does, like it does. And then if it goes wrong, he'll just be like, cut me and I'll go to
Yeah, so
Bora
I
Bora.
definitely I don't want to write them out, but I definitely think that I'm leaning the Steelers. I love Cam Ward too. I pray to God, look, if Cam Ward's there at 2, I hope to God we take him. I don't know if he's gonna be there. I really don't. I saw they went and got Kevin Zeitler today or whatever, or Zeiter or whatever the Titans did. So I think the way they're boosting their lineup and stuff, I think that they're probably. I think Cam Ward's more than likely going to be the first overall pick. I really do. But if not, I mean, maybe I hope that's who I hope the Browns take. I mean, I'll take Shedeur Sanders. I'm willing to take the flyer on him. I don't care if he's bad or if he ends up being dog shit. You have to take a chance. So I'm going Shedeur at 2. If Cam's not there, if Cam's there, I want Cam. But it all just depends what Tennessee does. It'd be nice if they take Abdul Carter because then that could just get him out of the way. And the Browns can't fuck up and take him because I think a lot of Browns fans want him. And I just think Browns fans are so goddamn delusional, dude. It's like they've been watching a team with Myles Garrett be dominant for almost 10 years, and we've never gone anywhere. And they just think that somehow drafting Abdul Carter and building up the line even more just all of a sudden makes us scary on offense. Like, we still have to score on offense, fuckos. We can be the scariest defense in the league, which we were 2 years ago. We still won 11 games and got our assholes handed to us in Houston. So it doesn't really matter. We need a quarterback. So I would love for Tennessee to take Abdul Carter, so that would just take him off the board for us. And then we could just have a choice. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I hope to God that Cam Ward somehow lands in Cleveland. I really do, because we need a quarterback so goddamn bad. I saw some other guys today. They're like, let's get into that. So let's get into the other news today. So really, outside of Aaron, another thing that, which leads right into this, is the Browns news today. While we're waiting on to see what happens with the Kirk Cousins thing that we were just talking about, it was announced that Russell Wilson is going to be taking a visit in Cleveland tomorrow. He's going to Cleveland. He's having a visit with the Browns. And boy, this set Browns Twitter over the fucking edge today. And I am so confused. I'm sure Browns fans feel like I'm just anti-Browns fans at this point. Like, I am on Twitter all day just arguing with them from our Derelict page all day. But it's like these guys they just want to be miserable. And I don't understand. Like, there are guys that in the same breath are yelling until they're blue in the face that we need Kirk Cousins, but they're like, I'll walk into the ocean I'll walk into Lake Erie if we sign Russell Wilson. Why? Are you fucking what? Like, so I would tell, am I wrong? I'm taking Russ over Kirk Cousins. I mean, yes. I think that he's got some life. He just showed us he had life left.
Exactly. Like, you seen the corpse at the end when Atlanta whimpered to the finish line and had to start a rookie quarterback in a playoff race with 3 weeks left. At least Russell Wilson,
he had like a 95 QBR or 90 QB, something crazy. Like, he was perfectly. He had bad games, but perfectly good. Like, he was not Broncos Russ last year. Like, he looked pretty good, and it's like, I mean, when they gave him the job, remember when they were like, oh, he's starting, and everybody's like, oh, fuck, Justin Fields got fucked, which I agree with. He did. That was crazy. But remember at the end of the year when everybody's like, damn, Mike, remember when Tomlin, you were the only guy that wanted to start Russell Wilson. Now how do you feel? Because he played really fucking good, and people just stopped asking about Justin Fields. So it's like, Browns fans just want to be mad, right? They're just like, oh, let's fucking just be did something bad just happen in Cal Stanford?
No, it's ass clinching time with 5 minutes left. So.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on it.
Oh, it's on in behind this beautiful computer.
So yeah, I think that Browns fans just find reasons to be miserable, and it's like if you're wanting, and then some other guy was like, I don't want fucking any of them. I think, why don't we just draft one, brother? We are going to draft one probably, but you need someone else. You need to fill, even if you don't think either one of those guys can come in and mentor a quarterback, even if you said, I don't want to, you still need a third quarterback, you fuck. So like you have to fill out the room at the very goddamn least. You need someone to mentor. You're not just going to go draft Cam Ward and sit in with Kenny Pickett and go, all right, you guys are good. That's all we need. They're already mad about Kenny Pickett, So it's like that's so they were mad about Kenny. They're mad about Russell Wilson's gonna fucking take, now we're gonna go see that. That's people like that's a straw that's gonna fucking send me over. Like, brother, if we can get Russell Wilson tomorrow, straight up, I feel so much better drafting somebody and then letting Russ play a few weeks. Like, get Russ in there with Jerry Jeudy, and say you go get Brandon Ayuk or whatever. Like, Russell Wilson can escape. Does Kirk Cousins fit the quote unquote system? Yes, he fits Kevin Stefanski. So he's played in the system. He probably fits better in the system, but it doesn't matter what system he's in if his arm doesn't fucking work. So you need a guy that can play football and isn't halfway in the grave. So Russell Wilson, who showed plenty of life last year, he's still mobile. He's got a fucking arm. Get over it. But these are the same guys. Like I said, they were guys, they were mad when Myles Garrett wanted out, right? So was I. Then they were mad when we signed him. It's like, you guys just want to be mad. And this guy's like, one of the guys was like, talking to me like I haven't been a Browns fan my whole life. He's like, dude, I think that after this many years and this and this and this, I think fans deserve to be a little upset. Yeah, I understand. We absolutely do. But when it's justified, that when you're waking up and you're just trying to do mental gymnastics to find ways to be pissed off about something, like if you're just going to be mad at every single thing the Browns do, then what's the point? Then just go fucking go root for another team or just quit watching football. Because like I said a couple weeks ago, even if the Browns keep making moves and they're all strikeouts and none of them fucking work, I'd rather them make moves that don't fucking work than not make moves at all. At least they're trying to win football games. We could be the New York. I mean, you could be I would say the Jets up until I liked what they did with Justin Fields, but good God. You could be the Jets, who just went out and got Aaron Rodgers, who fucked up the first year, played like dog shit last year, and now you're $70 million in dead cap over the next 2 years because of the guy. Things could be worse, Cleveland, so fucking just settle in. Things don't look good right now. We got Kenny Pickett. I get it. But if you think that Kenny Pickett was brought into this team to be the QB1, you're fucking sadly mistaken. If you think that Myles Garrett, which again, he didn't have much lever to begin with, but all of a sudden he sits down with Andrew Berry, loves the future plan all of a sudden now, right? You think they sat down Myles Garrett and said, all right, bub, here's our fucking plan. Kenny Pickett, Kirk Cousins. And you think Myles goes, sign me up, baby. I want it out of here? Are you fucking crazy? I was about to leave Kenny Pickett and Kirk Cousins? Shit. Just stupid. So Browns fans, take a goddamn deep breath and just let things work out a little bit. And if we go get Russell Wilson tomorrow, brothers, we are in a lot better situation. I would feel so much better going into next year going, even if we fuck up and don't draft a quarterback this year, which I swear to God I'll do something drastic. If we don't, I still go, okay, at least Russell Wilson can play football still. Like Kirk Cousins, you're just marching him out there to sacrifice him basically to buy time is basically what you're doing. So, let me quit yelling for a second. What do you think about Russ? Like, am I wrong for that thought process here?
Like you said, if they wanted to not take a quarterback at 2, Russell Wilson is the best option that they have available. If you want to roll the dice on the quarterback next year, you go grab Kirk Cousins, because you're going to be bad again. No, I'm with you. That your fan base is a kind of fun bit delusional, and doesn't matter what they do, they will argue that the sky is red instead of blue. That's your fan base.
There were people in the comments today going, well, why don't we just go get Gardner Minshew's still out there. Brother, look in the mirror. Go look in the fucking mirror.
Okay?
You suck.
If you wanted Gardner Minshew, you could have got him and you didn't need to pick up Kenny Pickett to be the third string
Bro,
quarterback.
we don't need him at all. Really quick, by the way, this is actually pretty cool, boys. I don't know how I don't know how the Twitter number works, or I don't know if that's just people who have viewed us or people who are viewing us. But right now in Spaces, we've got like 250 some odd people like that have at least seen us. Cam White, who is a Browns page that I followed, and they've got this off the clock page that they do. They're all got clocks in their names. They're doing a space right now, a live stream with Browns cornerback Greg Newsome right now, and we've got 100 more viewers than they do. So, hello, let's fucking go. But Greg Newsome was just asked who his favorite player in the draft going this year is. His answer, Shedeur Sanders. So, hopefully, we better be taking a fucking quarterback, boys. I swear to God.
I say it every stream. I am so excited to watch the draft, but so scared to have to figure out what's going to happen at the draft. I might be the biggest cheerleader, or I might have to prop up my friend, and we have no clue which one it is.
Dude, I mean, like, I'm scrolling through some of this stuff. Like, this guy earlier, like, and then the Flacco stuff, like we got to get over Flacco. That's ship sailed. Like, today, the Browns fans are so today some guy goes, do you not realize that Joe Flacco is the same guy that like openly said like it's not his job to mentor? Like, I mean, he's done that he did that in Denver, and he did that to Jalen Hurts when he was in the Eagles that one year. He said, my job's to play quarterback, not to mentor Jalen Hurts. Exact quote. So today this guy goes, well, I've never in a million years heard that. He's never said that. So I just clipped I just took a picture of the article and just sent it to the guy on Twitter. I said, and didn't say anything. And he goes, yeah, well, that was 4 years ago. Brother, you just said he never, ever said this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys just want to be mad and just be miserable and you guys just make shit up to be mad. So I just, Browns fans have got to stop. Oh, and he's saying Greg's preaching, man, I miss 4 praying. So he must have been pretty pro Deshaun in this. I'm going to have to watch this stream here in a little bit. But so Ryan Clark says, too, this just came up, Mike Tomlin can work with anybody, but let's say you put Scar on the team from Lion King. Scar from Mufasa and the Lion King. Do you know what Scar's name was before Scar? Do you know what it was? It was Taka, he says. Do you know what Taka meant? Garbage, wasted. That's exactly what could happen if you bring Aaron Rodgers. You could waste a season. You could have a garbage season.
That is very deep. I just wanted to pull out the Lion King reference where you went Mufasa, and I almost went, ooh.
Dude, I fucking love it, dude. But yeah, so Browns fans, please just, chill the fuck out. Like, I am very excited. When I saw this today, I'm not gonna lie, it gave me a little life. Like, I know a lot of Browns fans, like, because I would like Kirk Cousins too. I think it'd be cool. I think he's a good mentor kind of guy. I loved the way he handled the Penix thing, right? He wasn't happy about it, but immediately after the benching, he was like, I'm here to be the best fucking guy that you have. Like, I am here to be your biggest fan. That's awesome. I love that. You're not getting that from Flacco. You're not getting that from Aaron Rodgers. You're not getting that from these guys. Like, so if you can go get a Russ was great with Justin Fields. Like, Kirk was great with Penix. So go get me a guy that can play a little football. And if it's Russ, again, I'm not a Russ guy. Didn't want Russ last year because of what he was coming out of in Denver, and everybody goes, oh my God. But brother, he got to fucking Pittsburgh last year, and they just said, and he played like Russell Wilson again. He wasn't vintage Russ, but he was winning games to the point where they were going to riot over Justin Fields when they took that job for him. And it was by 3 weeks into Russ starting, no one gave a fuck. Yeah. And again, Jerry Jeudy, that's kind of scary. I did see that Jerry Judy's probably punching air, but again, I think that I think it's the Sean Payton thing. I just think Russ didn't work with Sean Payton. I think Russ, I think Sean Payton never wanted Russ, right? She comes in there. I think it was a bad situation from the start. So I just think Steelers love Aaron Rodgers. Let's go, baby. He better come. He's going to come all over your little Pittsburgh face, Cold Pepper. or out of your little Pittsburgh Steelers chest. You're your terrible chest. You nasty bitch. I hope he does go to the Steelers, though. I want to see Aaron twice a year. Let's fucking go. And I'm glad Darius Slay went there. $10 million today, fully guaranteed, was official. So I love that they're going to pay Darius Slay to get burnt on the back end, but whatever. Yeah, so dude, give me Russ, dude. Give me Russ. I think Russ is the better option, but I think him and Jerry Jeudy, I think, would work just fine in Cleveland. I think that would be fine. Again, and I don't want Russ to come in and be a full-time starter. I don't want Russ to be the answer. I really don't. I want Russ if we're going to draft a guy. I like Kirk if we're going to draft a guy. If you're telling me that we're going into the season and it's going to be Kirk Cousins battling Kenny Pickett for the spot, then yeah, I'll bitch with you. We'll all be there. I will complain louder than you. Trust me. Listen to me. I will get louder than you about it. Trust me. I like to bitch. As a sport, it feels good. So if I'm telling you to stop bitching, there's a reason, okay? I would love to hop on Twitter and just, tie the tips of our cocks together and jump around in a unified circle going, woo, fuck the Browns. I'd love to do that. But there's no reason to right now. We're in a bad situation, but it's not that bad. Okay. When that post comes across your phone that we're getting 40 some odd $1 million because Deshaun Watson's not going to play a snap this year, you're going to feel real good. It's going to hit like crack. You're going to feel a lot better about it. Okay. We've never been in cap hell. That's another thing. I love all these, people are like, oh my God, well, the Deshaun contract still, my God, we just need to go ahead and cut him. Why we did the Miles thing. Now, if we just cut Deshaun, you idiots, do you know how much money we're going to lose if we just cut Deshaun Watson? You might as well just keep him on there. He's not going to play for us this year. He's not. Okay. So when that $40 million in insurance money comes, you're going to feel real good about it. And we've never been in cap hell. Everybody every year since this thing, oh, what a bad deal that was, right? They're so fucked with strap. We've never been cap strapped, actually. Like, we have been on paper, but when it comes down to when it's time to spend money, Andrew Berry pulls out his little wand and fucking does magic, and he's the cap god. It's never been a problem. So,
like you said, you don't ever want him to be the guy in your draft room, but he is the guy you want doing the cap guru shit. It is tied at 68.
I just refreshed it. Yeah, that's not good. Especially minus 5.5. But yeah, so that was not. So yesterday, some guy was like, when they made that trade, right? He was like, or for the Kenny Pickett trade, they go, I was telling you, everybody was mad about the pick, right? The 5th round pick. Oh, everybody, fucking, I would have been all right with it, but we're giving up draft capital, fucking 5th round pick, right? This guy in one comment says, we traded our starting defensive tackle, which was Zadarius Smith, right? He's like, we traded him for that 5th round pick, and we need all the draft picks we can, and somehow that pick is not very important. He goes, and not to mention how many picks Andrew Berry's missed on in his career. I said, so let me get this straight. You are actively telling me that Andrew Berry can't draft, but you want him to have more draft picks? You're a fucking idiot. Like, you just don't even know what you're saying. Wouldn't it be better to have a proven talent? Like, even though it's Kenny Pickett, at least a guy that we've seen him, he's in the NFL, we know he's going to play. If you're so convinced that Andrew Berry sucks at drafting, why are we so worried about you thought he was going to find a diamond in the rough in the 5th? You thought he was just going to learn how to draft in the 5th round? It's stupid, dude. There's no fucking logic here. And it just, So I pray to God that we go get Russell Wilson tomorrow. I really think that'd be a good move. And I'm sorry for yelling.
Oh, it's all good. You are good, sir. There is nothing wrong. I totally get what you're saying. Like, people behind a keyboard are fucking mind-numbing. Stanford's up by 1 with a minute left.
ESPN, Tony Grossi just made a mock draft, released it 3 minutes ago. He's got the Browns at 3. So everybody's going, what is going on? Are we about to trade? I would be so fucking mad. I don't even want, I'm not even going to think it into existence. But yeah, I don't know. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, obviously, with the Browns. I think that I'm very interested to see what they're going to do. I mean, especially if look, Browns fans have to understand real quick. Is it not good? We're up by 1.
Oh no, and one. Peja Stojakovic's son tried to step up and take the charge, and
Bitch.
it's going to be an and one, and then that means we could have a Cal miss and then 2 free throws. We could be up by 6.
Yeah, Navy's down by 20. By the way, I
God
never want to
damn it.
see the military on our slip again, Dale.
Well, that's not going to happen for the rest of this season.
At least until we get to Army Navy football. I don't want to see this shit. This is ridiculous.
I can't make empty promises. I
Yeah, I know.
A problem.
I know.
Hey,
dude, I don't know. So we'll see. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, Browns fans, if you guys, one last thing on the Browns before I move on from this one until we, finish this up. If they don't cut Kirk Cousins, we can't trade for him. We can't afford him. So be mad at the Falcons. Don't be mad at the Browns right now.
That's about right. Ooh.
All right.
If you looked at that action, though, it's looking okay.
Looking all right. I was gonna say so.
We need some. We need. Even though Stanford's red, it is still in play. OKC up by 9. This is good. Clippers up by 12. Nice. And then all the late stuff.
Calgary's about to kick off. Montreal about an hour and a half. UNCO in
the University of Northern Colorado.
10:30 p.m. Dude.
Against Montana. What am I doing with myself?
Against is that the Grizz?
That's the Grizz time.
You backstabbing bitch, dude.
I have no problems betting against I will not bet against the Riders, the Blue Jays. I can't say the Raptors anymore because I've bet against the Raptors multiple times this year.
Or the Cavs.
I won't bet against the Winnipeg Jets. No, the Cavs I'll bet against. I pick and choose my spots. That'll just be on my own private money.
You won't put that on our board.
No, I know better. You've at least got to the point that you're okay when I put the bet against the Cardinals.
Yeah,
fuck off, Peja Stojakovic's son. God damn it. He just hit a 3. Oh, but they forgot to play defense and they just dunked it.
Hell yeah. As you guys can see, it's going to be a roller coaster for the next 90 seconds or so. Well, it's a minute left, which turns into like 900 minutes. We'll be here for the next 25 minutes.
Hit the 3, Peja Stojakovic. Oh, wait. Oh, it's an illegal screen. Okay. We're okay. But it's only going to get the fuck. No, it's not okay. God damn it. I needed the 3 to go there. Peja Stojakovic is pissed off.
Good.
Oh, this is great. God,
watch your mouth, Dale, is what he says. Yeah, watch your mouth. All right, well, we're gonna wrap this up. Like I said, we're just gonna be a short one. We're gonna let Dale go fucking watch this game and sweat on his own. And if they don't win by 5.5, he can break something on his own. Maybe go outside for a walk or something. But
you still might get to see it.
Hell yeah. But I appreciate everybody coming out tonight, especially all the guys from the Collab Lab. All you guys coming in here, I really appreciate your guys' support, man. That's awesome. You guys come out and watch these streams, man. And I'm just happy that you guys include us in your shit. So really, really appreciate you guys. Playoff, I appreciate you coming by today, helping Dale out for the stream. Thank you to all you guys who came and hung out with Dale today for basketball, who hung out yesterday for basketball, and who will hang out with Dale for future basketball streams. I really love that we're doing that. Kind of makes us feel like a real sports network here. We got coverage all day long, and they're rolling into these night streams. So I really love that. Really appreciate Dale doing that. So, and I appreciate all you guys coming and watching and hanging out and supporting. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. If you guys aren't already, man, make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that notification, hit the bell down below, because Dale will be live tomorrow for some games. Hell yeah, dude. 265 live viewers, dude. I love it. We're it's slow, but it's sure. We're gonna get there, boys, and we need all the help that we can get. So if you guys can give us a follow and share us and give us a like, man, that'd be great. Follow us on X. Like I said, we're live on Twitter all day, especially for these basketball games. We're tweeting all day. So make sure you guys hit the follow button. If you're sports bettors, go to the Action Network. Follow us at Daily Derelict. We got 5 to 9, at least for these. We got 3 every day guaranteed. And then during these basketball, we got about 9. They're just growing. So make sure you guys follow us. We're betting all day long. You'll get notified. They're 100% free. Make sure you guys hit that bell and get notified. You get notified when we go live, when Dale goes live tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you guys on Friday at 7 p.m. I almost deleted all of our overlays. That would have been good. But all right, guys, you guys have a good one. We'll see you guys at Friday. We'll see you guys tomorrow for basketball. We'll see you guys Friday night at 7. All right, you guys have a good one.
Noonish Eastern.
Noonish Eastern?
Tomorrow. Yeah, the early schedule is really fucking good. Like really fucking good.
All right, well, hit that goddamn bell so you guys get notified the moment he goes live, all right? And we'll see you guys then, all right? Thank you guys so
Peace,
much.
guys.
Thanks for watching Derelict Sports. Peace.
Trucking intellect, got change in my pocket, $1.50 AFS. Let it go, let it die, let 'em know.